Hello, this is Gail here to talk to you about pearls of wisdom. And today's topic is 7 steps to living your dream and or how to play piano. And people are saying, how do you equate living piano to living your dreams? Well, there are 7 keys on the piano. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, in case you don't know that. And I have 7 steps. They don't coordinate with those keys. However, I do have 7 steps to learning how to play the piano. And my hope is that I'm going to inspire and or motivate, educate, facilitate you to live your dreams and to fly on your wings. We all have challenges, and one of them is people aren't in the present enough to living that dream. And so I'm going to show you how you can do it. 7 easy steps. Here we go. Number 1, you have to have the desire to live your dream, or your desire to play the piano. You can't have your dream without the desire, the passion, your purpose. Julia Cameron says in her book, Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting, do you know how old you'll be by the time you learn to play the piano? Answer, the same age you'll be if you don't. So get with it. So in having the desire, you must, one of my sayings is your desire to fly must be bigger than your fear of falling. Your desire to play the piano must be bigger than the fear. I've had students, they call me, I want to learn how to play piano. Great, come on over. And then they won't even walk through the door. Or they walk through the door and they sit down and they won't do anything. And after that first introduction, free lesson, they walk out never to come back again. Their desire wasn't big enough, their passion, their purpose. So you have to have desire to learn how to play piano. After that, you have to have the tools. Now, believe it or not, I really have had students that come to lessons and they do not have a piano, much less a bench or the light or the music. And people that have keyboards, they don't have a pedal. They don't have the plug to plug it into the wall, nor do they have a music stand, a seat, or batteries. They just have this keyboard sitting there. I don't know how you can learn how to play piano without a keyboard, a working keyboard, or a piano without a bench. I mean, really. So you got to have the tools. Now, how does that equate to your dream? Well, you might have to take a class. You might have to go for some other kind of educational seminars and webinars, or you might have to go buy a computer. You have to have the tools to live your dreams, depending on what the dream is. If you're a mountain climber, you need the crayons and the poles, the hiking poles, trekking poles, that's what you call them. And you have to have the hat with the light on it. You have to have the tools to climb that mountain. The next thing you have to do is you have to have a guide. Now, mountain climbing, that would be the Sherpa. In piano, that would be the piano teacher. You have to have somebody that has gone before you. When I first started beginning piano teaching, somebody said, you should do that. And I'm like, I don't know how to teach piano. I had a master's in voice, not teaching piano. Even though I play piano, I don't know how to teach piano. And they said, all you have to do is be smarter than the student. And that was always my philosophy. As long as I'm smarter than the student, I can be the teacher. Once the student got beyond me, then it really was my obligation to pass them forward to somebody else, not to do them harm by keeping them with me. I digress. You have to have a guide. In spiritual dream making, that might be, could be somebody like Oprah, or it could be somebody like the neighbor down the street that knows how to cook, or whatever your dream is. Somebody that has gone before you that can assist you on your way up your mountain or to play your piano. Number 4, you have to have repetition, or the old school way of saying it is practice, 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 practice. How many of you have a negative connotation when I say practice? How many of you go, oh no, please don't make me practice. No, I hate no. So there used to be that saying, practice makes you perfect. I once heard another saying, which I incorporated into my teaching, which was, practice makes you better. Nothing makes you perfect. Practice makes you better. Nothing makes you perfect. So by practicing, we all get better whatever we are doing. And it's not, so I took out that word practice and I replaced it with repetition. So by just playing that measure, that song, that section over, usually 10 times, over and over again, you'll get better at doing that. You don't have to be perfect at it. Of course, we all aim towards that, but you do have to get better at it. If you want to learn how to play piano, now if you just want to stay there at playing one note, then you can be doing that, or practice. Which leads me to my next topic, number 5, believe. You have to believe in yourself. Don't give up. And most students have a hard time in believing in themselves. I'm going to give you an example. I had a student once, honest to goodness, he would play one note with his thumb and go, oh, that was bad. And I would say, well, how would one even know that was bad because it's only one note? How about let's play 2 or 3, or how about even 8 or 10? There's an idea. He never could get past that. He never could believe in himself enough to do more than one note. And consequently, he ended up using his piano as a very expensive 13-foot long grand piano desk. Oh, I wish I had that desk. Anyway, how many times have you let yourself stop because you don't believe in yourself? Or you don't have number 6, which is commitment. You know, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. A lot of people stop. They stop when it gets hard. They'll play this whole piece from beginning to end, but the middle, like, it sounds horrible because they didn't work that part out because it was too hard. I can't do it. Ugh. And so they would let them stop themselves from learning to complete the piece all the way to the end. And so you have that commitment to make it up the mountain. Can you imagine a mountain climber just like stopping halfway up the mountain? No, it's too hard. Or what if you get up to the top of the summit and you go, it's too hard. And people do that. Mount Everest, it's too hard, or the weather conditions or whatever it is stops them. And a lot of them have unfortunate endings. So you got to keep going no matter what. It's going to be worth it. If you do the repetition, if you get the mentor, if you have the tools, you can make it to the last one, which is what? Celebrate. And of course, when you get to the mountain, you are going to want to celebrate. I used to have these parties. I'd call them music parties instead of music recitals, because there's another word that people have really bad connotations to. Music recitals. Nobody wants to play in one of those, right? And so music parties. And at my music party, we would have food and drink and fun and games and parents and students and everybody to get together and play. And why would I want people to have a music party? They would say, because I want them to, I was torturing them. But that wasn't it. I mean, really. I mean, I could do that, but it wasn't really my agenda. My agenda was I wanted them to finish the song. I wanted to recognize them for a job well done. And I wanted them to see that, hey, I did this. I accomplished it. Job well done. Good for me. I went through the hard and I got on the other side. And those are my 7 steps to how to live your dreams and or how to play piano. No matter what, your dream is, I give you permission to go for it, to practice, to have that repetition, to find the tools, to find the mentor or the teacher, to persevere, to go through the hard, to do what it takes. I give you permission to celebrate. Your dreams are worth it. You are worth it. You are worth your time and your energy and your effort. I want you to go for it. And I want you to live the life that you choose to live. And your dream is part of that life that you are living. I want you to be the unstoppable, unforgettable you that we know you are. And as always, if you have any questions about this, or you'd like to write and tell me, get inspiration for living that dream, feel free to email me, Gail@soaringintogreatness.com. Until next time, choose to see the life in which you choose to live, because you can live your dreams and fly on your wings.